can I get a margarita and some Polo Loco? Excuse me, what? The margarita and Polo Loco. Oh, you mean a margarita and the Pollo Loco. Yes, a margarita and Polo Loco. I have worked a few jobs in my 26 years of life. One of them being a Mexican restaurant for one day. Now you may be like, Goya, was it so bad that you could only work there for one day? Well, to answer that question, yes it was. I actually got this job when I went out to eat at a Mexican restaurant and the waitress asked if I needed a job. I actually wasn't working at the time, so it was like the perfect opportunity had fallen in front of me. I immediately said yes to the job. What was I thinking? The pay was like $2.50 an hour plus tips. This was my first job as a waitress. I didn't know what to expect, but I thought it couldn't be that hard, right? I got there the next morning ready to work. The lady that was supposed to train me was a very short lady with a sleek ponytail. She also had big muscles. Kind of looked like the Mexican version of Abby from The Last of Us 2. Not gonna lie, I was a bit intimidated. She puts me to work and the first thing I had to do was roll up some silverware and napkins. That was pretty easy to do. Then she showed me around. She showed me where everything was. Then it was about 10 minutes before the restaurant opened. She looked me straight in the eye and handed me a notepad. Usted va a trabajar esta sección de las mesas. Todas las propinas de este lado van a ser para ti. I was just nodding my head in agreement, waiting for her to tell me what's next. Abre las puertas! I looked at her like, what? That's it? That's my training? I started panicking because I didn't know what was going on. She literally just showed me where everything was, showed me how to wrap some silverware, and handed me a notepad. Off to war I go. Since the lady that hired me looks like Abby from The Last of Us, we are just gonna call her Abby. Abby started walking away from me after handing me the notepad. I was like, wait, how do I do this? How do I be a waiter? She just told me that I could take customers' orders and write them down however it made sense to me. So I tried to shove my crippling anxiety to the side and pretend I knew what the heck I was doing. Table for two, please. Of course, right this way. My first customers was a young couple. They look like high schoolers. Can I get the Polo Loco and some queso dip? Sure you can. I take their order and go to the POS system to go put in their order. It was easy enough. They had pictures with the picture of the food. I punch in the buttons and head off to go get the queso. I get their orders as well and easy peasy. I didn't need training, or so I thought. All of a sudden, a bunch of people start coming into the restaurant. I'm shifting my eyes back and forth because my anxiety is through the roof. I wasn't trained for this and I wasn't ready. I see people as fast as I can. I am rushing to get all the queso dips, the margaritas, the polio, the Polo, the Pollo Locos. Abby saw that I was taking about 2 plates at a time. She pulls me to the side and tells me, you need to put like 4 plates on each arm to be faster. I look at her like, are you okay? I don't know if you've ever been to a Mexican restaurant, but those plates are like scorching hot. I was not about to put 4 scorching hot plates on each arm. I nod my head and I go back to work. But no, I did not do that. I did not put 4 scorching hot plates on each arm. I kept doing what I was doing, but I guess I was still too slow for the boss because now he pulls me to the side and says, tienes que darle más rápido. I'm like so confused how they keep telling me to go faster, but they didn't even teach me how to do anything. Things start calming down. Then a man came in and sat down asking for a margarita. I think he drank 3 margaritas before he walked out with the whole glass and didn't pay. I guess they really didn't care because they just let him go. I had to work about 10 hours that day. Some people wouldn't even leave me a tip. So I was hoping that by the end of the shift, all of this was not for nothing. So if you go out to eat, please tip your waiters. Please. I had so many customers that day. Your girl was getting tired. Also, when I stand for too long, that back pain be coming back. It was getting towards the end of the shift. I was excited to see how much I had made from 10 hours because they paid you at the end of every shift. I helped clean up the place, wipe down the tables, put up the chairs. Abby still told me I was too slow, but it's like I didn't know what to do at the start of the shift because no one trained me. I pushed all the slow talk to the side and got ready to get paid. After the hourly pay and with tip, drum rolls please, I made a whopping $80 for 10 hours.